I'm going to show you how to make one pot Thai peanut pasta and turn this into a dehydrated meal that you can take on a hiking trip. This is a really easy recipe because it is one pot. It's both one pot to make and one pot to rehydrate and eat on trail. I'll go through the ingredients for this meal. I like to use orzo because it rehydrates very well. Everything else that you need besides your pasta: 4 cups of vegetable broth. You're going to need a 1/4 cup of water. You're going to need 4 cloves of garlic. You're going to need about 2 inches of ginger root, 1 to 2 large carrots. I like to use 2. 1 large red bell pepper, 4 green onions, a cup of roasted and salted peanuts, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. I like to use just fresh ground peanuts, no additional salt or sugar, just fresh ground, some red pepper flakes, soy sauce, the juice of 2 limes, a cup of chopped cilantro, and then you can use some peanuts as additional garnish. The first thing that you have to do is chop up all of your vegetables. Because you're dehydrating them, you want to make sure that they are cut up small but also uniformly. About this size should be good. Now that the carrot is all chopped up, the next thing I'm going to cut is my red pepper. And you want to dice it about the same size as your carrot. Now I've finished cutting up my red pepper. So the next thing I'm going to cut is my green onions. Next, I'm going to mince my garlic. Now I'm going to peel the ginger and cut it up into large chunks because you're actually going to remove these after it is done cooking. Last thing I have to cut up is my cilantro, so you just want to pull all the leaves off. But you're going for about a cup. Now that I've removed all my cilantro leaves from the stems, I'm just going to chop this up. Now that everything is chopped up, I am ready to put it all in the pot except for the cilantro and the juice of the 2 limes. Those go in after it is finished cooking. I'm going to add the red pepper. Carrot. Garlic. Ginger. Vegetable broth, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and the peanuts. Just give it a stir and help the peanut butter dissolve a little bit. Add in your red pepper flakes. After you have all of those ingredients in, kind of want to let the peanut butter dissolve just a little bit, and then you can go ahead and get this going on medium high because you're going to want to bring it to a boil. Now that I have a little boil going, I'm going to add all of my orzo pasta. Give it a stir. I'm going to add a little bit of extra water. I'm just going to cover it and let it cook for 7 minutes, which is how long the orzo takes to get ready. When you stir your orzo around, you should notice that the sauce will start to become a little bit thicker. And this is the consistency that you want. I've removed the pasta from the heat, and I'm just gonna take out my chunks of ginger before I add the remaining ingredients. The last thing I'm gonna do is put the juice of my 2 limes in and also mix in the cilantro. It really helps if you kind of keep track and remember how many pieces of ginger you put in. That way you can make sure you fish them out and mix in your cilantro. Now that I've got all my limes squeezed, I'm just gonna mix everything in. As with all my meals that I make for dehydrating, after they're finished cooking, I do like to let them sit for a little bit and let the flavors meld. Normally, it could be a couple of hours to overnight if I'm making several meals and I'm running the dehydrator on shifts. There are a lot of food dehydrators out on the market. We use the Excalibur food dehydrator, and it has 5 trays. The Excalibur also has adjustable temperature and a timer. We have let the Thai peanut pasta rest for a little while, and some of the flavors have absorbed into the pasta. So now it is time to put it onto our dehydrator trays. So we're just going to distribute it evenly between our 5 trays, spread it out, and put it in the dehydrator. After you have everything spread out evenly on your trays, it's time to load the dehydrator. The Thai peanut pasta has been in the dehydrator for about 16 hours. And it is fully dry and ready to package up. As you can see, it's dried down quite a bit. Before I package it, I always kind of break it up if it's clumped up. And several times throughout the drying process, I may take it out and swap the trays around and just check for overall dryness. The only thing I have left to do now is I let it cool for a few minutes after I turn the dehydrator off, and then it'll be ready to package up into Ziploc bags after weighing it out. So from this recipe that we just did, the Thai peanut pasta, we ended up with 685 grams of finished meal. And what I'm going to do is package it up into 125 gram servings, and that will be 1 serving for a backpacking meal. A good reference for this, and a good reference for understanding how to start doing your dehydrating on your own, is a great book called Backpack Gourmet by Linda Frederick Yaff. And she has some really great recipes, but in addition, she also has good guidelines for understanding how much food you need to create a meal. So it's worth checking out, and hope you've enjoyed learning how to make 1 pot Thai peanut pasta.